Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. We're about to embark on a journey through the world of cigars, faith, and fellowship. Welcome to the Cigar Dudes Podcast.
Well. How is everybody doing?
Great.
Does that sound like I got a bad Texas accent? I think I tried too hard. I tried too hard.
Just an accent.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad.
How's everybody doing? Good? All right. That's better.
How's our middle row doing?
How's our what?
The middle row doing.
Yeah. So if you don't know, we are the Cigar Dudes, and we are live with the Leaf Cutters, and it's going to be a blast. You got, Gibbs is Ben or Gibbs?
I go by either.
Yes.
Okay. That's why I was like, that's the first time I'd seen you got Cigar.
I introduced myself as Ben because that's my given name, but I go by Gibbs as well.
Okay. I like Gibbs better. It suits you. And you got Zach. You got Zach and Gibbs and Andy. Andy's coming.
I'll be there eventually.
No? Okay. I want to know how everybody's doing, man. Like, Zach, how are you doing tonight? Is it hot outside?
It's hot outside. It's about it was 93 when I was setting up, but it's nice out. It's not 5,000% humidity here in Louisiana. It's only 450.
Yeah, 450. It doesn't help when you cross the Texas line either. I can that.
Yeah.
And Andy's outside. Well, all three of you outside because y'all do what? Y'all do a thing called, like the back porch or something. I think I've seen on y'all stuff.
Back porch lounge.
Okay, that's cool too. Just do your little virtual back porch lounge and talk about whatever, smoking cigars. And I've watched a lot of y'all stuff on your YouTube. Maddie, we got to do something first. What time is it?
For the thousands of cigar, of the thousands of the Leaf Cutters fans and the 15 Cigar Dude fans watching, it's cutting light time.
Yeah.
Burn it, baby.
I'm trying to find my cutter and my lighter and all that.
I think you reversed those numbers. I don't think you're right.
I thought about that on the way home from work today. I thought that'd be pretty funny.
Hey, we appreciate it.
15 viewers.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
I love the sound of everybody's blades clicking. That just sounds so cool.
Doing a crown cut.
You doing a crown cut?
Yes, on an under crown.
I wish you'd leave my lighters alone. Bring your own. No, I'm just kidding.
Ain't gonna happen.
He's got like 1, 2. No, you got some cool light. You got all the cool lighters.
Well, you put them on my side.
I refill them. I refill them all. So that tells you he uses them over there. I refill them all before the podcast. Like I go through half a can a week, man. You use a lot of. No, I'm just kidding.
Baby.
What is everybody smoking? I guess we could start there and then get this party started. What are you smoking, Keeb?
I've got a 770 Asylum 13 Corojo. Big.
That's a big old dude.
My camera's following me all over the place.
I see that. How is that happening?
Oh, it's an Apple thing. It's an
Like-
Apple thing. Give me a second to remember.
No, that's kind of cool. What does he do? Don't get up and go pee. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't do it, Glenn. That's pretty cool, though, man.
Well, it is not going to let me keep a cigar off screen, though, is it?
Well, we don't have to worry about it on the YouTube.
Yeah, this ain't old rotten TikTok.
This is not the tickety tockety. And I'll just make sure I don't share that to tickety top. So,
that's all good.
Crespin, what are you smoking?
It's too hot, too humid. So I'm just gonna absorb.
Smoking the AC.
Otherwise,
You're gonna say two
It
Texas.
is
fat
nice and AC.
Mm.
Well, if you just hurp and just hop in your car and drive over here,
Or set up in the bathroom, maybe with the fan.
the vent going.
We won't care. What you got, Zach?
I've got an Aganorsa leaf Maduro.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Where you at?
I like.
What you smoking, homeboy?
I'm having a Herrera Esteli.
Well, those are good.
Blue one.
I like that stick. And
I do too.
we already know what Gibbs is smoking. That Adobe.
Well, fine. Just skip me.
I missed what are you smoking?
I got the new Adobe.
Oh, I like that. I keep saying I got to get some more of those. Those are good. Maddie, are you smoking?
Perdomo 20th anniversary Maduro Epicure.
Nice.
Yeah.
They didn't even give them chance to baste in the humidor. As soon as I opened them up, that was it. Fresh off the mail truck.
There you go.
I can't remember which stick this is. I know it's the La Roma de Cuba, but it's the red band on the foot. But well, where am I at? I'm used to going to the other one, but it's like a 660. I started smoking bigger sticks, Tom, for you. And I know we skipped Glenn, but that was intentional.
Yeah.
That was intentional.
Nobody
Glenn.
cares about me.
Well, we don't.
What
You
are
got
you
all
smoking,
your
Glenn?
sob stories out the light. You were the star of the show the last 2 episodes. And then you brought your sister on and she told us some funny stuff about you.
Yeah, she's a liar.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Glenn was a horrible brother. Horrible brother. He used to dangle over her and let spit come out of his mouth and then slurp it back up.
Like nobody
we've
on
all
here.
done that.
Yeah.
And he used to spit Rolos in her hair.
Yeah, I
chewed
did do
up
that.
Rolos.
Yeah, but he was 30 when he was doing that. You have to get all the facts in order, you know. That was no longer sibling rivalry. That was straight up hostile enforcement there.
She was my arch nemesis.
So everybody listening, if you don't know, we have a live call-in line. It is scrolling down the bottom. We did not test it again, Tom. We forgot. We were having some other technical issues, and then you call it? I was waiting. I was like, "Oh, he is calling."
I'm gonna do it.
It might
test it, right?
Yeah, we'll test.
Make sure to mute your mic on the.
I got him.
We're used to him talking all the time anyway. It's all right. It's busy.
I'm gonna get like 8 robocalls tomorrow.
Maybe 9.
That's funny.
Aha!
It's ringing.
Hello, caller. You're on the line, and we can't hear him.
Nope.
Why could we not hear last time? What was the issue? Oh, I know.
You forgot to play it.
I think I know what it is.
Stand by, caller.
Let's see. Let me make sure if it switched on me.
Hi, this is Gibbs, longtime listener, first time caller.
Oh Lord. No, it is still set up right. Let me make sure I'm on the. Yeah, man, it should be coming through. I don't know what.
You can't talk like that.
You can hear us, but we can't hear you. Shake your head. Yeah. So, oh, you know what I did? I know exactly how to fix it. Hang on.
He knows exactly how to.
I remember what I had to do last
He
time.
remembers.
Got a ball peen hammer.
Because for some reason,
Yeah.
for some reason, it does this. You know how Apple's products do.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
The term is
I don't know.
percussive.
Can you hear us now?
Gibbs
hear you
is
now.
telling us.
I can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Yeah.
See, wait.
Worst call-in show ever.
I know, right? I had Tom. I need your help, so I had to disconnect it from the Roadcaster on Bluetooth and reconnect it. Even though I did that in the beginning before we started, and nothing's changed, but it's like I don't know. Apple.
It was fine for me because I got to get all my cussing out on that, and you didn't even hear it.
I knew that's what you were doing. I felt
Exactly. Got it all going. I'm
the-
good now.
So yeah, if you
You're
want to
good for at
call in
least
on the
20
call-in
minutes.
line, we'll get you on. sooner or later. We try. We might have some issues, but we get it. I mean, it's free. You know, what do you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what does everybody like? What's something fascinating that's happened in your life this week, Maddie?
Maddie knows.
Me?
Maddie knows. Maddie.
TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna go there, huh?
TikTok
Hey,
made
John.
me mad. TikTok
So-
infuriated me.
infuriated.
So if you guys see my TikTok, I went into 87 Park Avenue West, Mansfield, Ohio, Tobacco Road. Hadn't been in there in a while, and I didn't know at the time that they were under new ownership, and I was just blown away by their selection of cigars. Blown away. I went in there to just get me like a My Father to Judge for the podcast. And I didn't expect to see like Opus X, Lost City, God of Fire, Papa Saka by Dunbarton and Trust, Stillwell Stars, Every Padrone, Gurkha Year the Dragon.
So
He's showing off. That's what he's doing.
Igor
He's showing off.
Pivatas.
right?
And I didn't expect that. So I was like, I went home, rushed home, made a TikTok about it.
You were
right?
excited about it.
Yes. And so I went in about a week later, and the
Is this
lady
gonna be a
there, her
long
name
story?
was,
It sounds like
be
it.
quiet, Randy, I'm talking.
I'm just-
Her name was Chris. And I said, hey, are you the one I've been talking to on Facebook? And she said, yeah. She'd run up, give me a big hug, took me in the humidor and said, pick out whatever you want. So walked in there, and I've been wanting to try a red meat lovers for a while, and I seen it sitting there. It's the first thing that caught my eye, and I met the other owner, Dan Hall, and took some pictures. Like, I'm gonna go home and make a big long TikTok video, and TikTok bans it for the use of tobacco. What they do is they align drugs, alcohol, and tobacco together in illegal substances.
What?
Yeah.
And all that work I put in, I sit there and I've spent a good 15 minutes of my life on that. No, I was a little longer than that, but it's just.
Let me break just for a second. Tell y'all, John, luxury cigar reviewer, said, "Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you guys have a great show. Congrats."
Hey.
Now, if you haven't followed him, he has a YouTube channel too. He's got, I don't know what, 30 some odd years or more in the business. Like, he knows his stuff. He smokes probably 8 cigars a day. Like, he knows his stuff. So if you want, he does a lot of reviews, and you go check him out on his YouTube and all his social media. I don't know if he's got a Facebook, but I know he's got TikTok, luxury cigar reviewer.
Mm-hmm.
So go see him. I
Really
was
good
fixing
guy.
to
So what
type
was your
in
feelings? Yeah. What was your feelings on that then, Gibbs?
I had a similar experience. You know, we every once in a while post up, you know, shots of cigars, especially like when Andy smoked them, we'll smoke back porch lounge. And we'll just post them. Well, the thing was, it took it down, but it didn't let me know it took it down. I just went in one day and I was like, why does this have no views on it at all? And then I got the message of this was, you know, taken down due to tobacco content. And I'm like, we smoke on every single episode that we do, and you don't take that down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you don't take it down. Now, you do change the algorithm on us and, you know, make it go to less people.
very weird.
But you don't take it down. So that's
yeah.
So I'm right there with you. I was irritated by that. I was like, this is stupid. You know.
Oh, I was infuriated. So much to my chagrin and not wanting to, I put the little Surgeon General warning right in front of it, and they left it alone.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? And they left it alone. So, yeah.
Cigar Loons is another good one.
Yep. Got Cigar Loons on Cigar Loons on YouTube for sure, and I think it's what it is on TikTok too.
So, Maddie, when you went into a lounge, you got all those cigars, and you're running home. Were you running like Charlie Bucket from Willy Wonka?
Or we did real quick. We didn't say hi to Robert. Robert's our other cigar dude.
Ronnie Rob.
He's having to work. Ronnie Rob.
Yeah. Definitely miss Ronnie Rob tonight.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, guys. When he comes in hot, and you have to be like pineapple. You know,
That's our safe word if you didn't know. Oh my
Mine
lord!
too, but for different reasons.
pineapple.
How you find dates?
Oh lord! Here we go. We're already off the rails. He said, "Hush, Glenn."
All right, so Gibbs, who's the guy we're missing? In your
we got
group?
two guys missing. We got Graham and Robert missing from this one.
Okay. Nice. I wish they were here. They would enjoy
We're all here, but Runny Rob.
Yeah, he's that dude. He says. So you kind of messed up my rhythm telling that long story, Maddie. I was like, "Holy cow!" Like, is this?
Well, that was
I know.
That was only part one of the story. That was only part one. No.
Yeah,
But
Oh, my ears.
listen, the girl can get on there and have her bosoms all hanging out and
Oh my God!
and all that other stuff, and
Here
it just
we go.
it
Remember the rail?
really
Yeah.
the stuff that they allow, but they wouldn't allow the picture of an unlit cigar still in the wrapper.
The aliens.
That's a good cigar.
That's very. Oh, I'm in love with the Pennsylvania broadleaf.
So Andy, what y'all's podcast usually? How's it? Is it like ours? You just smoke and talk and just whatever happened that day for somebody, everybody just talks about it and just lets loose.
Talk. I think Gibbs did most of the talking.
Yeah, we just sit here and listen.
We just sit here and listen.
I'm good with that too sometimes.
We aimed more towards doing an actual review. So our wonderful purveyor of our cigars, Miss Penny up at Badass Penny in the Penny's Public House, provided us cigars to smoke and review. Or in the last, I think Gibbs covered on the live on the last box we got. She said, "Just do whatever you want with these. I don't care."
So is that a brand? Is that a shop or is it
a shop?
They have their own cigar? Okay.
Yeah, it used to be Cigar Shenanigans. She's building out a fairly large building. She's turning it into a public house with a tavern and a humidor and a 24-hour member lounge and place to stay and conference room. I mean, it's gonna be huge.
Nice.
But
Rob's from Georgia too, if y'all didn't know. So
sorry.
He's flapping his gums right now.
I'm in Georgia.
We
yeah.
But yeah, we Gibbs and I kind of started talking about it, and we've been doing cigar reviews, and in the process of this show, just shooting the breeze and doing whatever comes to mind. Honestly, movies, trivia, what you had for dinner, what you're gonna have. For dinner.
I've never listened to your full podcast, but I watch all your shorts and
me either.
Enjoy every one of them.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, because
we're also geared. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We're also geared toward like the novice cigar smoker, right? You know, those questions that you want to ask your buddies, but you don't necessarily want to ask them in a cigar lounge. Like, why the heck does the guy? Yeah, why does the tobacconist follow me into the humidor every time I go in there? You know, the stuff that you want to ask your buddies.
Is his name
Glenn?
Glenn?
Me down when I go to the bathroom.
Is that tobacconist's name Glenn?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think if Clint's listening, he should call in and let us know why those tobacconists follow them into the humidor.
Make sure that I don't stick nothing in my pockets.
Sure they don't pocket nothing.
You know, I will.
Inventory.
I'm gonna say this because you can't say it enough. And Glenn he knew what he did after he did it.
Here we go.
So I didn't give, because they were my best cutters and I wasn't going to give them to him, but he was in here smoking a cigar, or he tried to pull on it. It couldn't get a draw, and he picked up my cutters again.
No.
Okay. You tell it. No. You tell it then. What happened?
You handed me those cutters.
I did hand them to you.
You handed them to me,
but you asked for cutters.
Yes, I
okay.
did.
Okay,
I did.
there's the truth. We knew we'd
And then what did you do?
I did a rookie amateur.
I didn't think about it till the next day though.
Mistake. I double dipped.
And I said off camera, of course. Don't you ever come in my house and disrespect me.
Was that before or after you flipped there?
Yeah.
Right. These are my favorite cutters. Used to be. I was like, can I have them?
Nope.
I licked under mine now.
Oh, Clint, what's up, bro?
Oh, no, I was just messaging.
Oh, did I hear my name?
Oh.
He would be so much fun to be on tonight.
No, Clint's the master. He's
I
the
don't know
master.
what time it is. He might be off work. You off work yet? You just hanging out?
He's probably walking somewhere.
Oh man. I didn't mean to sidestep everybody. I brought my brush. I was gonna let Clint, but he didn't bring his.
I forgot mine.
So
I usually have my beard brush.
Oh yeah, he's working. Well, I appreciate you being here, buddy.
So how did you guys meet? Tell me how the leaf cutters came about.
Well, Gibbs and I were sent to prison. Oh, wait, wrong story. Wrong show. Sorry, guys.
And one day while making grilled cheese ramen and folding each other's socks.
It's like you were there.
We're down a hall. Hang on, that requires math. Gibbs 2010.
Yeah, about there.
Yeah, Gibbs was my Gibbs hired me for a job, which was I'm trying to think of nice things to say. I can't do it.
Be generic. Not near your pay grade.
Well below my pay grade. Hated it.
Terrible stuff.
But I was unemployed at the time. I needed a gig.
Well, that's
so
that point
that's how I met Gibbs. We started smoking cigars in the parking lot of that particular job with Grim, who's also on the podcast, on our podcast, and maintained our friendship through all kinds of malarkey and insanity for 14 years now. Yeah. Cigars have kind of been intertwined in that, and so I moved out here in 2020, and we started talking about it after I got him a job at the same company, and said, "Hey, let's do this. You've been wanting to redo the whole podcast thing. Let's do a podcast." Gibbs and I worked through it, and I said, "I know this guy named Zach who smokes cigars with me on a weekly basis on my patio. Let's see if he wants to do it too." And so that's how that kind of came together.
I immediately said no. I don't want to be.
I offered him whiskey.
Oh, that works. That is kind of a nice
whiskey and moonshine.
Was it good whiskey or was it like?
No, it's cheap.
Oh, it wasn't with Jack Daniels. It was like Bob's whiskey.
It was better than Malort.
Well, I mean,
I still haven't tried that. I don't know that I can bring myself to do it.
I can't either.
That is awesome.
But yeah, we've been doing this now for Gibbs
9 months.
9 months.
Long enough to have a kid. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all used to have another podcast before, or
I did.
That guy.
Me and my buddy Grim and another buddy of ours, Billy, used to do one called Deja Redo.
Oh, that's cool.
And we talked about the remakes and all the movies and TV and video games that you see. There's so many of them out there. It's saturated. I don't even know why that podcast didn't do well, because I could still talk about that crap now.
Oh yeah.
I always bring it in our podcast. You know we do.
Yeah, we do. We kind of revamped it a little in ours.
You seen the Great Wall yet?
Not yet. I have seen previews for it. Hadn't seen it though.
It's decent. It's real decent.
That's only because you're the Matt Damon of our group.
If you don't know, we call Crispin the sniper because he'll just sit back and then he sees his target and he fires. That's it. Yeah, that's how he does. Man, I'm just not on tonight. Like my mind is just not thinking.
You seem perfectly fine to
I
me.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're rocking and rolling.
Look
Yeah.
all right.
The beard's on.
Does he look good?
Matty Hush. Matty Hush.
Glenn, does he look good there in the studio?
Get on out of here.
It is wild, and we talk. It's like every time we bring it up, I guess you can't say it enough, or you can, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. But the cigar is such a weird, mythical thing. It's not mythical, but it brings everybody together, right?
Bump your head.
Yep.
It's a wonder of beauty.
Yeah, and it's like there's so many of them. Like you just don't want to. It's not about being addicted. I'm not addicted to the.
You're the first part.
Huh? What did he say? What did you say?
Said you're not addicted.
Pineapple.
You pee in that jug down there, and I'm gonna show it to everybody. Let's see how bad it can really get.
See, I knew Crispin was thinking it, so I had to shoot before he fired. So.
I get the point I was just trying to make is I want to try them all. I don't think you'll ever do it in your lifetime, but it's just you're like, I'm tired of smoking. Like that, you go to bed, you're like, man, I done smoked 3 cigars a day. I don't want to smoke anymore. And the next day you start thinking about what you're going to smoke again. That's how I do anyway. That's how it works for me.
It's like when Charlie went in Willy Wonka went into that candy store and he's telling him all the different stuff they have. Slugworth Swizzlers and Wonka this, and there are just so
snozberries.
Tastes like snozberries.
Yeah. And you just can't help. And now that I'm online and I was like researching veteran-owned cigar companies, there's like I've learned of 15 different cigar makers that I've never heard of until the last week. And it's like I want to try every single one of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Who was that we interviewed with the barber pose? He lives in Ecuador.
Andreas.
Yes.
Everyday Cigar Day.
Yeah. That barber pose was amazing.
For $6. For $6.
Oh my gosh.
I've got one of those in my humidor. They are pretty good.
Oh, I was so shocked how good that thing tastes.
Yeah, it's they are good. That's what it is. Like we're all searching for that. Have y'all thought about trying the?
Oh yeah.
The conviction.
My wallet said hell no, but my face said yes.
Desire said
absolutely.
yes. Reality said, what's in your wallet?
You have to try it at least once. You know what I mean? But it's not, definitely not one of them sticks you're gonna like pick up and I just go on the porch and smoke this one right. It's like you want to make time for it. Like you don't want to have to be getting up and setting it down.
Go back and watch that podcast with Clint, Glenn, and Randy. And there is just so many different looks on their face as they smoke those cigars. And Glenn's like in a trance and hypnotized.
I'm a rookie. I just started smoking cigars probably this past summer.
Yeah, me too.
And so yeah, is my palate defined? No, but You know, I enjoy the crap out of smoking these cigars. They taste amazing. And, you know, we get on Discord pretty much every night and we talk mess every night. And, you know, all because of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, and if y'all are not on there and you want to get on there, you can go to our website. And I'm talking to the leaf cutters and everybody else that is listening to the cigardudes.com. Go to the top. Click on Cigar Assassins. All the information is there. You can click on to join there, and you just go in and if you don't have a Discord, you create one. Create your what do you call it? Your deal or your profile, and then you can come in there, and you know it's just like this. We get in there, and you know you can chat or get in there and talk live. And we go in there and just almost every night. It's every night.
It is not family friendly at times.
Yeah,
because of Maddie. Because of Maddie.
We have to watch
because of Maddie. And
because
guys, feel free to call in. I mean, we're sitting here waiting for somebody to call in. Call in, talk to us, ask us questions.
Don't be afraid.
Click your heels 3 times. There's no place like home.
Don't forget to like and
that Rocky Patel's north of 100, isn't it?
And to leaf cutters.
It is right at $100, and
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Gibbs, you're picking that one up.
You know, it's I don't know. This is the crazy thing. As much as I enjoyed it, Glenn actually purchased it for me, so I was very lucky. I don't know if I probably, if I had the extra money, I probably would, and I would just let it sit. But it is definitely worth trying it. I mean, it is just that good.
Delish.
Yeah, it is really
delish.
It's different. And but I wouldn't order it. I would make sure you go to the store to find it, because my foot was cracked a little bit, and it came to the mail. So what I'm saying is, and it comes in that coffin. So, but it's wrapped in cello and put in the. Oh, hold on just a second. We started talking about the Rocky Patel.
Man, a little show and tell coming on.
Well, let me see. Are you there, caller?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey.
What is up,
I was
Clint?
watching your show, and I got to call in.
Hey, it worked for you.
What's going on, guys?
Not a whole lot. Man. We were just I guess you heard us talking about RPC conviction. I mean, the Rocky Patel conviction.
No, I was ringing up a customer at that time. But man,
I think it was the comment that we made why the tobacconist follows you in the humidor and follows you all around it.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes. That's what I ended up hearing. But you know, I'm not that guy. Like, don't get me wrong. It depends on the shop and the shop owner. I'm really there. Sometimes I'm not. It just kind of depends on how the customer moves in the humidor. If they kind of like take their time and kind of like walk around confused, then I'm standing there just to be of assistance. I'm not really too worried about staff, at least. Well, sometimes it just depends.
if a character comes in looking like me, Clint's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on his hip. I'm on his hip."
Yeah, I'm right next to him.
First of all, he's gonna card you because you're like 4'8".
Yeah.
So, this guy's got a big beard for a 5th grader.
Oh my God.
Zach, Andy, Gibbs, anytime he talks smack, feel free to step in. And
you talking about Maddie or Clint?
No, I'm telling them to attack Maddie.
Oh, Maddie.
Glenn, we have a guest on the line. Glenn, can you quit hogging the airtime? Wow. Hey, but this guy on the phone though, Clint, this guy's got more class in his little finger than I got in my whole 255
I thought he was going to say Glenn.
I did too.
Yeah, no, that's Clint. Clint's a class act.
Yeah, A1 guy. Super.
I appreciate it. Well, y'all are great. That's why I tune in.
Well, you also got to check out, is it on YouTube? Is it Memento.cigars or is it just Memento Cigars?
Just Memento Cigars.
All right, on YouTube, that's how you find him. and everywhere else. I think
I've
TikTok's
seen that
Memento.cigars. He does some great videos. Like he puts a lot into them. Yeah, they're really cool and good reviews. And you should watch his review on that RP conviction, because that's what made us get it. We were watching his me and Glenn were in here watching Clint's review on that conviction, and he said, let's order that sucker right now. And then when we got him in, it was me and Glenn and Clint all got on here and smoked. It was great.
If he's got that much sway, there's no way I'm watching it because I can't afford that.
Yeah, man. It's
it's amazing.
It's hard to spend it. I don't know how do you put that? Because I know you bought the box in it, but how do you put it? Like it for me, it's hard to spend it, but I know it is a good cigar. But you know, the Davidoff late hour is good too. Not as good, I don't think. But.
Yeah, it's not as good to me. Like, well, one, the conviction is so hard to get.
Yeah,
it's limited production. And that limited production makes me think, you know what? It's like supply and demand. The supply is so that I'm like, okay, I have to put this because I don't want to live my life without it. Or well, I'm going to eventually after I smoke through the box. But you know, I wanna have it for as long as I can. So, but the Davidoff late hour, I can always bet, even though I may not be able to always afford it, because it seems like the price on that just keeps going up.
Yeah, it's good though.
What are those up to now?
40, huh?
Oh
35,
man, I don't know. We don't even have to on Davidoff.
I think that's what I paid.
Scan one and find out.
Then what I paid for them?
I think you're around 40. I think you're right.
Yeah, then it wasn't.
Yeah,
cheap.
But they are strong.
Cigar.
You better eat something if you're gonna smoke that one. Oof.
That's
Lord.
the truth.
Listen, if I worked at a place like Clint, I wouldn't even have a paycheck by come time payday because I would have done smoked it all up.
No, you might get robbed. I'm just
saying.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
smoked the whole paycheck.
The is only $30. Well, you know, that's why I got this job, is because spending money and I wasn't making money. So I was, look, if I spend my whole check, it doesn't matter because I got it all for free, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading hours for cigars. Not a bad way to go.
What a bad way to, yeah.
That's it.
That's just
Let's put a cot in the bag. You're good to go.
Dude, did you see? I got to show you this, Clint. I'm doing it because I'm gloating a little bit because did they
I
see
have
you?
not yet.
Haven't got it?
Nope.
So Glenn and Crespin got one, did a review. Robert got one, did a review. You see that nice?
Okay.
Nobody cares.
I'm actually glad you're showing that right now because I wanted to talk to you guys about that.
Come on, Gibbs. Spill it.
Beautiful.
Let us know.
All right. So I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but several of the other podcasters that are doing cigars have been getting offers like that, especially from I think you did a Puffaland.
Yeah, Puffaland.
Yeah.
Well, we got approached by Monty Up.
Heard of them.
Yeah, Monty Up did the same deal. We got the travel case. We got a couple of the miniature travel cases as well for the couple of guys, and Andy got a lighter. So it's really weird how all of a sudden a lot of people are getting these offers.
Well, I
it's
think
all at the same time.
I think it means that we're doing something right that
maybe
interests them. You know what I mean? Like they're coming at us and they want to, they know we like it. We're in that's that niche, and it's kind of a small group anyway. So, well, I think it's growing a lot, but I think that's just, I got something else in the works. I'm hoping it works out, but I can't say nothing. Right
so Andy, how often are y'all on? Do y'all's podcast? How many times a week are y'all on?
In my head, I think we're on every day, but that's not accurate. We record about once a week for about 6 weeks.
Yep.
We hit on Sundays. We did our first live last weekend on the Instagrams, and
nice.
that was fun. Lots of interaction with people that we pre-record all of our stuff. So
that's what I was about to ask. Yeah.
We keep Gibbs employed in the post-production business because he does all of the post-production, all of the ants, Rick Gibbs thing, all of the shorts are from the show that we recorded.
So who's the one in your group that y'all hammer on the most?
Zach.
Grim.
Grim.
He's not here, Grim.
Grim.
You know, Clint, how long you had your YouTube up that you've been working on that?
YouTube, maybe a little over a year.
And he can tell you it's hard. How many followers, how many subs you got now?
I think it's like 47, leaning towards 4,800, so 4,700 something.
Yeah.
But
nice.
Yeah,
it says it's hard.
It's difficult. Yeah,
It is.
It's difficult because
very
you're not
hard.
just shooting videos. You're also having to be what is it called? Like a tabloid. You're creating a thumbnail that has to be great, and you have to create a key type of title for it. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how great your review is or how great the content is. If you don't click on that image, then you get a view. So, like, there's a learning curve and there's an art form to just that. And whereas TikTok, it's like you're already in it.
Right.
You swipe, boom, you're right there. So then it's like really based on your content and how good the content is. But I say that, but also it just depends on how TikTok is feeling today and whether or not they feel like promoting the video or
That's
not.
exactly right.
Right.
Well, it's all about the algorithms. That's really what it is. Especially. Yep, go ahead. Sorry.
Leaf cutters. Hey, shout out to y'all guys. I was watching a few of y'all's videos actually, and I called into this line not even knowing who the leaf cutters were until like I started looking at the people in the pictures. I'm like, oh, I've seen these guys' videos quite a few times. I actually recently watched one where one of the guys that you had on was looking at Tatiana Groovy Blue, and I was laughing.
Poor Robert.
Robert. That was Robert. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He did not know that.
He also had
He did not.
He get sick?
No, he didn't get
just
sick.
bad.
But we did describe it as smoking Kool-Aid, and we got some other creative things to say about it. But to each their own. If you smoke a
who likes the infused here? Who is it? Is
it's probably Maddie.
Oh, it's Maddie. It is Maddie.
Contrary to what Clint says, I do like the Deadwood theories, which are not infused cigars.
So does
Come on, Clint. Hammering Clint.
I do too. I love the Deadwood series. That's about as close to infused as I'll get.
Let him have it, Clint.
I'm not even going to say anything.
Look, I've already had the comments of it's a black and mild scraps from floor. But I'm okay with that.
Hey, Clint,
it's quality tobacco, man.
It is.
It's actually quality tobacco. It's just I don't like anything that isn't your traditional. Like, don't get me wrong. I push cigar on a lot of people because it's a huge seller, and people that are getting into the game for the first time, they're not really looking to taste dirt or black coffee notes or leather. They want to taste something sweet, and it's easy to introduce them into it. But ever since I got out of smoking infused, now when I go back to it, I'm like, oh God, this just lacks complexity for me, and I become a snob, and then I'm like just a douchebag, and I'm sorry.
Randy just said he was a snob the other day.
I am becoming a snob because it seems like it's taking more and more for something to set my palate on fire, or like so I can really taste it.
if I got to smoke the quality of cigars that Clint gets to smoke, I wouldn't probably even touch a Fat Bottom Betty either.
I think they all have their place, right?
Yeah.
Every cigar is to the person's taste, or everybody has their own palate. So you can't put somebody down because they smoke something like an infused cigar, because their palate is where their palate is. So they like the flavor. So we always say on the show, even though we make fun of some stuff, smoke what you like. It doesn't matter what anybody else says about it. Smoke what you like, because it's your palate.
All day long.
Oh yeah,
exactly. So
all day long.
We do say that all day. Yeah, exactly. All day long. We present everybody.
But if I catch Gibbs with another banana red backwoods, we're going to have work. But
who likes quorum on here? Okay, y'all can stay. Y'all can stay.
I smoked one quorum on the way home from the brick and mortar one day, and I got about a quarter through it, rolled down the window, and tossed it.
I don't even think it's a good yardstick. It's like of course, I haven't only smoked a couple.
What was that? Red Dot Corb.
The Cohiba.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that. That just is me. I didn't like it.
And just me. Don't judge me. You can, but
I have some good yardsticks in there. There's some Gurkha, trying to think with Omen or something like that, but they're not bad for yardstick, but they don't stay lit.
Best yardstick, factory smoke.
I still got to get some. Never had them.
Sir. Yep, factory smoke.
White gold mix filler by Alec Bradley. That's the best, hands down, yardstick. Love it.
I've never had one of those. Let's try.
Best yardstick for me, General Grant. Shut up, Andy.
I've seen those before. I flirted with that a few times. Buying
Talk
those.
to me, Andy. Andy, what's your thoughts?
Pull the trigger.
Talk to me, Andy.
They're good.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
What the hell?
You gifted me one. I told you what I thought about it.
You did.
I mean,
you and Grim both give me crap about it all the time, but I still stick with it.
Zach, where do you stand in that?
I've not had the Grant, so I don't know. I tend to try stuff if it's available, but I've yet to try the General Grant, so I have no opinion currently.
Fair enough.
The biggest thing about the Grant for them was it's kind of they're kind of loosely wrapped, kind of like they were in Civil War days. Loosely wrapped tobacco.
Costing.
But they're good.
Loosely wrapped, like you might as well get a couple of hair ties and tighten up the ends so it ain't gonna come apart on you. Just saying.
But hey, Robert, for me, they're good smokes.
They're all made by the rollers that are just now starting out. That's why they're good.
Robert,
that's possible.
If you
that's a good theory.
Thinking about coming on, the link is in the Cigar Dudes chat in Discord. If you want to pop on,
if you can find it, Robert.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He needs a map.
No, he knows.
But it has a date under it. It has June 6th. The other one's June 4th.
Yeah, Robert.
Do not.
He's going to be on another show.
Mm-hmm.
By himself.
He texts me. He'll say, "I'm in the studio." I said, "Nope, not this one. You're not in this one.
Not this time, Batman."
Yeah, this. If you haven't, did you get a chance to mess with it, Gibbs? The StreamYard today a little bit, kind of to see how it works. It's pretty easy.
Believe it or not, we're streaming on our stuff right now. We're streaming on YouTube and Instagram on our side too.
Well, see, that's how it works, in my opinion. You get we're definitely going to have to do this again because this is fun. I enjoy getting on here and doing things like this. And when you can help each other out, posting this, just cross posts and doing all this, because we're all in this thing together. We're all trying. Yep. I'm not trying there. We don't have a goal like
Gibbs has a goal.
Is it a get rich quick scheme?
Well,
no, it's I don't want to pay for cigars.
That's it. Now,
That's a goal. That's a goal.
Yes, that is a goal.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
That is
Our
it.
humidors. Yep.
And
I
thank
just
God
want
to Penny.
more friends. That's all. I just want more friends. More people.
That's why I keep. That's why I
I'll
keep.
be your friend.
That's why I keep complimenting Clint all the time, because I do like the guy, but I was kind of hoping he'd send me some cigars. So I'm just going to keep complimenting him, and one day he'll get a hint.
Hey, it's Ronnie Rob, my man.
Ronnie Rob.
I had to come in and stop this bull crap. You're killing me. Matty talking about he got a big beard for a fifth grader, man. I lost it. I said, they're having way too much fun without me in here.
All right, you can go ahead and go now.
You got a call, right?
End on a high note.
Hey, y'all want to hear funny? Y'all want to hear a funny joke?
Is it clean? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know what he's going to say. Army, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Are y'all vets? Any of you got vets by chance?
No, sir.
Yeah, me either.
No, I'm always afraid that the dog's gonna bite me, so I don't.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody likes you, Gibbs.
This guy over here, he's all right with me.
I like
you. Hey, how you doing over there? How you doing?
I don't eat meat because I'm a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Veterinarian.
Holy cow.
So what's your go-to? What's your favorite stick? What's your go? If you could smoke one cigar the rest of your life,
oh my
what
gosh,
would it be?
That's hard, dude.
That is such a loaded question.
Yes, it is.
It really depends on, where I'm at in my life right now. Like right now, and they'll probably make fun of me about it, but I recently got turned on to where I could get more of these. But Romacraft, one of the best cigars I've ever had.
Magnum.
There's been two. Well, the Crow Magnum's really good, but there's a special line that they have called a saber tooth. And y'all are talking about the barber poles. They have a barber pole that's called the saber tooth, and it's a very limited release, but it is one of the best cigars I've ever had. And it was like $15, and it blew my mind. It was a great cigar. Now, my second favorite that I would have to say is the Sophisticated Hooker by Arturo Fuente. It's a great cigar. Hard to get. It's one of the rare pinks. Great cigar.
Mine is the Envy. I like the Envy.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Okay.
I would have to say, my second would be every day is cigar day, either the Connecticut or the bar pole.
What about you, cigar, Andy?
Ooh.
What's oh, you said Andy. I thought you said Randy. My bad. Go ahead, Andy.
Randy, if you got lined up, go
I don't.
Neither do I. I got.
He's like, pass it.
Pass the buck.
Turn your radio off, Rob. For beach.
My
don't take that call, Rob.
Is what Maddie's smoking tonight, the Perdomo 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
And I could sit and fill my humidor with those and just be happy.
Perdomo is overrated.
Fresh out the wrapper. This is phenomenal, and the retro ale is excellent.
Perdomo
Fresh out the wrapper.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ashtrays Perdomo in here. They are not overrated. I love Perdomo.
They won't send me one.
You can't smoke it
one either. But CBID was very nice to me.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I know you can't. Well, if you boil it long enough and get it soft, and then you could. There's probably a process where you could actually smoke it. Now, would it taste good? I don't know.
I think they're overrated.
A little shrimmy.
Yeah, it probably burned too.
The problem we have at night on Discord is usually about about 8, 9 o'clock, somebody start talking about cigar bids, and everybody's like, "Oh crap!" And all of a sudden,
everybody's
goes
heads
bids.
down and they're on their phones or looking at the
cigar
screen. Yeah,
mainly
yeah.
Yeah, mainly.
Well, I've been pretty good, because they haven't really had. They just kind of been having the same. That's okay. I figured that's what it was, Clint. I haven't. Can y'all can see the chat, right, or no?
I can't.
Okay, I didn't know.
If I turn it on, I guess.
I don't find a lot. They do have some on there, but a lot of times the ones that I really want are singles, and I don't like buying singles. But I like CBIT because a lot of times, man, you can get you a 5-pack and save $15. I mean, or more.
I've been waiting to try them Rocky Patel white label.
Those are good.
CBIT, you say?
Man.
Yep. By the way,
Yeah,
Zach, that's where you can find those Alec Bradley white golds. 20 of them, 20 Churchills for like $28. That's a great yardstick. Great yardstick.
So Maddie said earlier he pulled his cigar straight out of the box that was delivered, and he smoked it. Isn't that a no-no?
Well, it just depends on how bad you want to smoke it.
Well, that's what I'm
My
saying.
opinion.
Yeah, Maddie. I thought that wasn't the etiquette that we were taught growing
Hey, look
up.
here, rookie. Look here, rookie.
Hey,
rookie.
Robert, you shut your hole.
I like pulling one out, especially if it's a cigar I've never had. I like smoking one as soon as I get it, and then let them set for 2 or 3 weeks, and then smoke them again.
Good.
Hey, Maddie,
Good
I think there's a
explanation.
video that the Leaf Cutters did about that. You might want to go check that out.
I'm gonna look at that tonight.
That remind you guys said you're streaming on your sites too.
Yeah.
So
Instagram and
for the thousands of Leaf Cutter followers on there, go ahead and like and subscribe to Cigar Dudes.
Come on, and all of the Cigar Dudes people got to go over and check out.
Yeah, and you got to go.
subscribe to Leaf
All
Cutter.
287 of them got to go to your guys.
I think
It's not your guys. It's you guys.
Blast.
You guys.
Blast.
I think when one thing, if y'all, what we need to do is y'all need to get on the Discord and we can go in there and we can talk shop, like real shop, like the tricks, because we don't want everybody to know our cards, right? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like there's some tricks, and I just tried it yesterday and today, and it seemed to really work. Like I got how the algorithm on TikTok gets you. Of course, I was getting on average 300 to 500 views on my TikToks for a while, and that's not a whole bunch, but it's not stuck in that 250 or 200. But it really wasn't doing anything because all I'm doing was posting. So what I did is I posted 3 different videos yesterday. 2 of them are the same because of the podcast and stuff, but I did them different. I did them about cigars, but I didn't show cigars lit and smoking, and I think it helped. But then I did one with it smoking, but I wasn't smoking it, and they'll usually take that one down. And then combined with going live on TikTok, right? You post your videos and then go live on a live with somebody else, or go live with your own deal, and you get on there and people will follow you. And what does that do? That makes people see your stuff more. Then when you post videos, they start seeing your videos. Like that's like I'm getting followers right now. I don't know, probably it's not a lot, but it's all about little increments. I probably gained 100 and something followers since yesterday.
It's a steady up.
Yeah. And I'm getting new people and follow people. I used to be like, not snobbish, but I was just worried about following somebody that didn't have videos, or now I just follow everybody, unless it's obviously some woman showing off her big top. But I
followed right away, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I'm just saying
I do follow.
Because
that's automatic
they're
follow.
like bots or whatever. But that just seems to help. It seems like to get it all it like jump starts this algorithm somehow. Like everything, my TikTok has been going crazy for today, and now only posted like 1 or 2 videos a day, and this whole evening I'm not able to interact with TikTok. So I'm like, well, we're gonna see what happens. Does it keep going, or does it I thought I had a viral video fixing to happen because I had like 257 views in like the first 8 minutes, and I was like, oh, but it's got 1 like. So that doesn't make any sense. And then it slowed down, it's like, that is so weird. But it ended up getting about 700 views in less than a day. And I thought it's working, but it's all they want you to pay for all that stuff. They want you to pay to promote that stuff. And that's just where it gets crazy.
And if you got
Stevie's
music on there and
Stevie's got a question. We'll let Zach answer that because I can kind of relate to Zach. Zach's kind of like the quiet one of your group, and that's kind of like me. I'm kind of like the quiet one of the cigar.
Whatever.
Shut up, Maddie. You're so stupid.
Yes. When y'all
I can't help it. I was born that way.
See, he's right on.
So when I first started smoking cigars, I went for kind of the things that were recommended to me by my cigar friends. But one of the best things I did early was go to a shop on a regular day. They called it happy hour. It was like every Thursday at the local shop. It was like a $3.50 cigar, and when it was something that they were pulling out that was older from the humidor. And I got introduced to Tatuaje and a bunch of other cigars from that, and talking to people. Sorry, my dog is chasing a baby rabbit.
I thought I messed you up when I switched the deal around. You
get it.
Poor
Squirrel.
baby.
Squirrel.
Hang on just a second.
Talk about cigar, squirrel.
Yeah. His dog recently had surgery, so chasing that squirrel is not a good thing.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
See, right now you can't hear him. He's saying, "You better get your little, you know what, beep over here."
Sorry, my dog is chasing a baby rabbit. She hasn't heard it yet, but my wife is concerned and is now taking care of the dog. But I found a couple of sticks I liked and just started smoking those, and then expanded. And talking to Andy really helped. Introduced me to some things I wasn't familiar with. Like the Cro-Magnon from Romacraft. And it just now I just kind of can look at a cigar and know, based on kind of what it looks and smells like, and what the tasting notes on it are, whether or not I'm probably going to like it. And I'll try just about anything at this point. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it just being introduced to a lot of cigars has helped.
Temple.
So is it Romacraft or Aromacraft? Romacraft.
Roma, R-O-M-A craft.
Okay.
Romacraft.
The whiskey and temperates, the intemperance line from Romacraft's pretty good.
Their main shop is like 20 minutes.
That's what I've heard. I haven't had one yet.
45 minutes from me. 20 miles.
But Zach has.
The Intemperance EC, that's the light wrapper, the Ecuadorian Connecticut. That's one of my favorite cigars. You were talking about what the go-to is, and if I had to smoke a cigar for the rest of my life, it'd probably be that cigar. It's just so perfect for me.
Have you had one?
A good friend of mine, he really likes the Neanderthal.
Yeah, those are really good too.
Yep.
I haven't had anything bad.
Probably. Have you ever smoked the Neanderthal, Crespin?
I've seen him. I see him frequently here. Like I was trying to say, but I couldn't speak over Maddie.
But you said they're right there by you or something? Crespin? Romacraft?
Yeah, they're in Austin.
Yeah, they're out of Austin.
Now you had them on your podcast once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Michael
Romacraft?
Rosales, the co-founder of Romacraft, on with us. And that's actually thanks to Andy. He's actually been kind of friends with Skip, who's the other co-founder of Romacraft. And he couldn't convince Skip to come on, but Michael was nice enough to come on for us. and he explained Roma Craft ins and outs, and we had a good time. I actually love that episode. It's probably one of my favorite episodes because I got to sit back and just smoke the whole time, and that was great. I didn't have to talk.
Oh, got the Leaf and Ash podcast. Y'all go
JJ?
see those. You got to go see those guys too over on YouTube, TikTok. What else? JJ. Y'all got Facebook.
They're in
and
a
all
few
that. I don't
things.
know what
I've
else.
seen Leaf and Ash before.
Yeah, they just started a new. I think they did at least one episode the other day.
Yeah.
But they're starting up. That's him, Panda, PC, and Don doing that.
Yeah, Cigar Panda. I like Cigar Panda.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah.
When I turn your echo off, it stops that poppins. Go ahead.
What happened to Andy? Is he there?
He's dealing with his dog and a rabbit. Baby
No,
rabbit.
that was
No, that was me.
That was
So
right.
the rabbit is safely over in the bush, and the dog is inside, so she can't go find it.
They're probably tender at that age, right? I mean, good eating, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I would
That's
assume so.
That's sad.
I was-
I'm an animal lover.
I am too. I was a little surprised that she was just kind of chasing it around and not killing it, but she's a standard poodle, and she has pretty good prey drive, and will chase
Same
thing. Got my standard, and she wants them rabbits bad, and we're on her constantly because you know how they burrow in the ground, and she knows where they're at. And me and my wife's like, you know the sounds dog parents make trying to get their dogs away from them.
Give me an example.
No.
Get over here.
Andy had a deal with a little family thing, so he'll be right back.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
cool. So Crespin, so I'm trying. Wait, so Roma Craft has their. That's where are they made in Texas?
Actually, I think Nicaragua is what he told us, right?
I think they're in the Dominican.
No, they're made in Nicaragua. They're in Esteli.
Nicaragua.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
I guess what I meant is there. What am I trying to say? Is their main headquarters? I guess in Texas, because he was saying something about their. Okay.
Yes.
Are you there, Crespin?
And they've got. I think they're doing aging there, so they've got. Once the cigars are rolled, they spend some time in Texas to get ready for sending out. They do a good job. Yeah,
and a lot of their cigars, with their aging process, you get a lot of cigars from them that are just choice. They're a little toothy.
Yeah,
they got little crystals that are and it brings out the flavor in those cigars. And I have never seen a line as well as theirs that actually get toothy like that. So it's perfect.
Well, that Cro-Magnum's a powerhouse.
Oh yeah, it is.
No, you got to smoke that, Randy. It'll blow your mind.
I'm gonna have to check them out. Like, how many different cigars do they have?
I need a piece of paper and a pen so I can start writing this stuff down.
But it's Roma Craft, right?
Yeah, Roma.
Yeah.
Do they make boats too? I'm just saying.
No,
it sounds like there's a boat.
That'd be Crash Craft.
It's craft like handcrafted or art.
Yes.
And
Gotcha.
In the intemperance line, there's maybe they've got a Connecticut, and they've got a Maduro, and then there's the Whiskey Rebellion, which is a dynamite stick.
Great stick.
Volstead, and I feel like there's one more, and then they have the Cro-Magnon, and there's a couple variants of the Cro-Magnon. They've got the Aquitaine, and there's a few of each of those, both the Cro-Magnon and the Aquitaine, and then the Neanderthal, and they've got like a 50th anniversary or 50th birthday cigar, which
they've been around a while then.
No, it's a celebration cigar of the
gotcha.
of the owner when he turned 50, and that cigar is awesome too. It's called the I can't remember. It's their first cigar that's rolled by someone other than their rollers, which was a big deal for them because they could increase production. because they're a smaller company. When Michael was on our podcast, he was saying that they do a little over 1 million cigars a year, which sounds like a lot, but if you compare that to like Drew Estates, Drew probably does 1 million a month, and at least I would imagine.
It blows my mind.
It's a big difference in company size.
What do they call that? Like a boutique company versus or like some of them are ultra boutique and then you got a boutique, I guess, and then I don't know all of those things yet. So I've been smoking serious, I would say serious, about a year, off and on, probably 4 or 5 years, just weekends every once in a while or something. How long have you guys been smoking, and what have you noticed in the last year with the cigar industry? And does it seem like to you guys like it's just booming everywhere, or is it because we are on all the time and always into it and looking and talking? What does it feel like to y'all?
I mean, for me, it's exactly what you're saying. Like the past maybe 5 years, kind of like with the whole boom in beer, where all these small batch and all these craft makers have come out of the woodworks and have their own beer. It's happened the same with cigars. It seems like all these little boutiques have come out and been able to do it, and the smaller companies been able to do it. And there's been a huge uptick in the cigar industry because when I started smoking, you went into a humidor, you saw Arturo Fuente, you saw Perdomo, and you saw a couple of other big names, and that was pretty much it. You chose from those.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the boutiques and everything, it's definitely kicked up a huge notch. And these past, I'd say like 5 years, I've been seeing a lot more in cigar shops, and you go in there and you're like, well, who the hell are these guys?
Right.
Where'd they come from? It's almost a new one every time you go in.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I got to try that one now. Dang it.
What about you, Zach? What do you?
Kind of the same. I mean, and I'm not afraid to try them anymore. If I don't recognize the brand, like I used to be, I'd be like, well, that's not an LFD. I'm not sure I want that. And that's another one.
My gosh.
And we're missing out if you don't, right? Like, golly.
Yeah. Them LFDs are tough, man.
Bro, LFD digger all day long.
See, I think it's kind of like, food's a different thing because everybody has to eat, but not everybody likes to try different foods, like, specialty foods, these chefs that make them. It's all an art, right? Just like with cigars. And I think it's all of that with cigars and whiskey and beer and food. It's all kind of intertwined about doing something different and experiencing different things with food and cigars and whiskey. And, I think it all kind of comes together. I feel like the more, just since I've been in it on TikTok with it for the last year, it does seem like it's growing more on TikTok. Or I'm just seeing more people. A lot of people will have, I just assume because they'll have their profile pic with a cigar, right? So you assume they're cigar smokers. And but it just seems like there's more and more and more, and I'm all about it because that's just fun to talk about and to pick their brains and what cigar it really is. It tastes like that, and I wish that it sucks that there's such a, I don't know that it sucks. That's the wrong word, but there's just such a price point difference in all of the cigars, depending on like this cigar that. And in reality, like some people try to sell their cigars, depending on what shop you're in, might be $15 where you could get that same cigar. So I guess like in Georgia, maybe was it Florida or Georgia? Somebody's saying it's like $15, but you can get it for 10. No, California. Like their cigars are way higher over there.
Yeah.
And then you start pricing cigars in New York, or, like because that's the tax difference. That's what's the tobacco tax is what's causing all that. And so you're like, you should not look at the price of a cigar versus what, which is what I would do. I still like to label shop and look at the wrap. Now, when I walk in and look at it, I'm like, well, that cigar looks delicious. Well, it's marketing, but some of it you try to learn or talk to somebody about that cigar to find out what's in it. And you kind of know what, tobacco you like. And then you want to try something different. That's what I was going to try to get. Excuse me. I was going to try to get Clint to do one of you guys because he did me. And he's got this thing. And I know I have a tendency to bounce all over like squirrel,
voodoo.
rabbit.
It's voodoo.
Yeah. Clint can do this thing. He was taught how to ask you questions as a tobacconist.
Voodoo.
And
pair you
what
with
kind of food? Yeah. What foods do you eat? Will you like this better than this? What do you prefer this? And he paired me with the Davidoff late hour. And I don't know if y'all have had one of those, but to me, that because I always when I retro, I usually get creamy butter. That's what Tom's
creamy butter.
Every time, creamy butter.
I get that a lot. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got something in my throat, but I get
He's
creamy
getting choked
butter.
up about it.
I am getting choked up about it. But that Davidoff is so buttery to me with just smoking it. It's very strong. And it's very oily. But when you lick your lips, it's like I taste the same taste on my lips.
Don't look at me in the eyes when you're talking about that.
I'm just saying, man. It's like this cigar has done something. This cigar to me tastes different than any cigar that I've tasted. Now it's still not as good as the Conviction to me because the Conviction offers a lot more depth or what am I trying to say? It's more complex.
Way more complex.
And so,
yeah.
But that late hour was really good. And I've got one more. I've only smoked one and I'm afraid to smoke it because I want to enjoy it with number one, but that's a strong cigar for me. But the point of it is he paired it with me like, how did you know, man? Like that cigar blew me away when I tasted it. And then, so I was wanting him to do that, but I don't know if he'll do it online. Actually, I don't know because it's like a secret. He doesn't really want. It really is like he doesn't want. Like he can't tell you how. It's something he was taught, and like he'll do it if you go to his shop. He'll do it to you, but he doesn't like do videos about it.
So I'm a Mason. Yeah. I know you guys probably don't know what a Mason is, but I was trying.
What?
I was trying to tell Randy what our secret handshake was, and it's this. So, but
you will?
Well,
call
please
in,
call
Clint.
back.
Oh
Nice.
shoot!
Well, but going back to your Davidoff, the Davidoff,
Or is it
most of their
Davidoff? I don't know.
lines-
We'll see.
It's Davidoff. It's Davidoff. We actually checked this. We fact checked this one.
Okay, I'm gonna start saying that now.
It is Davidoff.
Bougie.
If you're from Texas, though, it's Davidoff. Get it right.
Throw that Davidoff right over there. That's a good one.
Put that Davidoff right over by the General Grant cigars.
By the
That's
Dollar
it. Just put it right
General.
beside that. You get both of them at the same time. It's good stuff right there. But the Davidoffs are buttery. You'll get that on most of their lines. Even if you go down to like the 3, the 11, I think it's 3 and 11 or 2 and 11s. They're buttery. They're just they're not as good, but they have that buttery taste to them, and they're very smooth. They're really good cigars, but they're high priced for that reason. They have quality stuff, and if you notice, if you ever look at a Davidoff, just look at it. It's one of the smoothest cigars you'll ever see. Like there's no veins in them. There's no. They're just like I don't know what kind of leaf they have, but they're so smooth.
Are you there, Clint?
They're tobacco lids, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here.
There he is.
Who do you want to do?
Hey.
Zach,
Gibbs,
Andy,
Zach.
or Gibbs?
Gibbs seems like he's a jerk, so we probably need to.
Whoever's
I'm a jerk.
Yeah.
Dang it!
Doing.
Me.
Joking.
I wish I could watch while I'm on the phone. I can't while I'm on the phone.
Oh yeah,
I
because
love to I don't know, see the person that I'm talking to. But yeah, who wants to go first?
you'll get to come back to it because it's about an hour and 20 minutes in, so you'll get to come back to it tonight.
I'll go if you wanna figure out
Zach.
what my
Yeah, I'm curious about Zach.
Okay. So, what's your favorite meat to eat?
Say that again.
What's your favorite
meat to eat?
Favorite meat?
Oh, probably beef.
Like a steak or like ground beef?
Yeah, like a steak.
Steak, and how do you like that prepared?
Medium rare.
So far, it's a
medium rare.
Yep.
Okay. Favorite vegetable?
That's a tough one. I'd say probably like Brussels sprouts.
Yes, I willed you to say that. Brussels
Okay.
sprouts.
Yeah.
There's two people that like
another
those.
vegetable.
I mean, I eat onions with about everything.
Oh wow.
So his choice
Okay.
is fuck your Smith.
The starch.
Potatoes
Okay.
or rice. I mean, I like both. I like just about all kinds of food.
Cool. I'm contact him right there. Yes. Yeah, contact Nicholas. Oh,
He's working.
So he's got medium rare steak,
Oh,
Brussels
yes,
sprouts,
sir. Have a good day.
and potatoes.
Okay.
Onions.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
onions.
the starch potatoes, or was it rice?
I like both, but if I'm picking my favorite meal, it's probably got potatoes.
Potatoes, the skins on them?
Yep, I love the skins.
Okay. And do you have them fully loaded? So like sour cream, chives, bacon, all of that?
If I'm doing a baked potato, yeah, load it up. Cheese and butter and all that. I also like
Okay.
like ethnic food. So I like Thai food and Indian food and that sort of thing too. So
Oh, you like spicy? That was going to be my next question. Do you drink coffee?
Yep, love coffee.
Okay, and how do you drink it?
Black.
Black, okay. Favorite dessert?
Probably pumpkin pie.
Now I'm
Pumpkin pie. Interesting. Okay. If you had to pick vanilla, caramel, or chocolate, what would you go with?
Ooh, that kind of depends on how I'm feeling, but probably chocolate.
Probably chocolate. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Man, there's so many different, like, you have a palette that kind of goes really well with medium to full bodied bars. I think that you're likely going to really like the Amazon basin if you can find that. You're going to like the Allegiance from EP Carrillo, probably 4.0 size. Let's see. You could go with a Liga for number 9. That would be an excellent choice. What else? I'm trying to see what's going to have a leather profile in it. What do we got? Liga. I'm looking on my shop as I see you.
He's rolling his balls.
Have you ever had the Amazon basin?
I have not.
Nobody
Oh
has.
my
We can't
gosh,
get
you're
it.
gonna love it. Oh my gosh, another one that I think you're really gonna enjoy is Cosecha 121 from Placencia. I would smoke that in the Toro size because you end up getting It's the Placencia 151 Cosecha. You're gonna get cocoa. Cosecha. Anyway, the 151 from Placencia. That one, you're gonna get subtle floral notes, especially if you inhale towards the second, third. But you're predominantly going to get this cocoa and a cough towards the last third with a little bit of taste. Oh my gosh, the Levy juice from my father in the press torpedo, that to get really rich earth, a red pepper on the last third, since you love spicy food much.
Oh yeah,
a little hint of black pepper, not too much. Yeah. Of course, a Padron 1964.
The Patron was my first cigar. I got a little spoiled.
I mean,
a friend of mine gave me one of those.
A lot of body stuff is going to. Guys, let me let go. I gotta get out of here real quick.
All right, buddy.
All right, bud.
Hey, thanks for the read, though.
All right, good talking to you.
Zach, how many of those cigars have you
let me know what you end up thinking, okay, guys?
Yes,
like,
sir.
if I'm totally off, go ahead and let me know. I'm totally open to that.
Well, I've had the Liga number 9, and that is an outstanding cigar.
Oh my God, that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
The Padron 1964 is also one of my favorites.
Yep.
That just hits good.
Our palates are about the same. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Not compared to the food. His foods were off. That's interesting because that is a lot of I think I have everything in there, but the
Brussels sprouts.
The which one?
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
I knew there was something about Zach that when he said Brussels sprouts, it like he just reached over the interwebs and touched my heart.
It's one of those things that, like, I had it when I was a kid, and I'm like, this tastes like garbage cabbage.
Yeah, it tastes like dirt. Yeah.
Yeah. But then as an adult, I was like, yeah, I'm like Mikey.
He's like Mikey.
Wait.
Exactly dang near anything.
So I've got to ask a question, Zach, about Brussels sprouts. So when I cook my Brussels sprouts, I have, water. I have my Brussels sprouts, and I have about a cup of real butter inside my Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
And then when they come out, I have another cup of real butter that goes into my hot Brussels sprouts. Is that how you do it?
That's pretty much how I do it. I also like them like roasted. Like you stick them in the oven with olive oil or something and salt and pepper. Yeah, that turns out pretty good.
I've had smoked Brussels sprouts before. I've never did it, but
I've never smoked them either. But that sounds delicious. Pretty much anything on a smoker is going to turn out.
I think we've all just turned into a bunch of fat kids. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I resemble that remark.
I've been that way since I was born. I've turned into nothing.
Hey, listen. I recognize, we recognize our own.
So I have to ask this question.
Tell everybody.
Go ahead.
I tell everybody I'm in great shape. Round.
It's
round shape.
Round is a shape.
That's it.
So do you notice
5-gallon drum? That's it.
The difference between Gibbs and Andy's background?
It's dark.
It's an hour time difference, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on East Coast.
Where are you at, Gibbs?
I'm in Georgia.
Where in Georgia?
Noonan.
Noonan. Okay, because I'm in southeast Georgia. I'm over by Brunswick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
where
you're on the
Gibbs is.
other side of
I
me.
have a friend who owned a motorcycle shop there.
So Stevie's like, so going back to my first question, what characteristics in a cigar do you look for?
Well, if she's curvy, no, just kidding.
Well, I hear a lot of people talk about Connecticut's. Oh, I don't like Connecticut's. I don't like Connecticut's. But in the same time, I hear them, the same people say, well, I really enjoy Connecticut's, in the same breath.
Yeah.
I kind of shied away from Connecticut's for a long time because I was kind of introduced to Maduro cigars mostly.
Yeah, same.
And every time I have a good Connecticut, I'm like, man, that is just so enjoyable.
Like you taste it, right? Where you don't taste some of them. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, sometimes the Maduro is just so rich. You're just tasting kind of those earthy, woodsy flavors.
I really love that Oliva Connecticut. That's
really
660. That's a good smoke.
I haven't had that. I haven't had a Connecticut
because I started with the Oliva V. Everybody in cigar dudes knows I started with Oliva, and in my humidor, you know, I had Oliva, and now I'm branched off to Liga Nines, Undercrowns. I've got, you know, CAO, so many different kinds. You know, my palate's changed to where it's not like strictly Oliva.
But when you go back after a few months and go back and try like an Oliva V, Milanio.
Nope.
Oh, dude, it's totally different. Like I just tried one the other a couple weeks ago, and I was like, why did I give these up? That's what I mean. Not that I gave them up. I just stopped buying them.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty good stick. like, you know, you forget how it tastes.
So is it basically because something you ate that
could be.
You know,
helped
out your.
I just think that it's you smoking different cigars, and you know and then you go back and you smoke one that, you know, it's like that's me. I had of course, CBID sells a lot of Olivas,
right?
But the Master Blend 3, like I love that. That was the most chocolate cigar to me. And when I smoke them now, it's like I don't taste the same things at all. And so I want to go back. Did I send you any of those, Tom? Because if I did, I'm gonna kick myself.
What's that?
The Oliva, like the Master Blends or anything. I did send you a Maduro. I know.
You sent me
the Milanio.
Yeah.
So Zach Gibbs, do y'all cut grass at your house on a mower?
Yes.
What is your smoke?
Your yard cigar, your yard cigar.
Yeah, your yard cigars.
Yard cigar, I would probably the default would probably be, if I have them, a factory smoke.
Same.
Yeah, sun grown or
sun grown. Sure.
Yeah, the sun grown's good, and the
Maduro.
What's the one with the reddish band?
Yeah, I keep the Maduros a pack of.
Yeah, I think it's Maduro.
Yeah, when I started the factory smokes, trying them all, it's like I thought I was going to like the sweet one better, but I ended up tending to go with the Maduro, and so those are the ones I usually get if I need to pick up a few factory smokes.
Yeah,
just to cover me up.
Yeah,
or Mark Twain. Mark Twain's a good one for me too.
Mm-hmm.
I cut my grass, and it takes me a factory
stick and a half.
Maduro. Yeah, it takes a Maduro. It takes the Maduro Robusto, and that's to do front and back, and that's kind of my daily smoke because it's affordable. I can buy it in a pack of 20 and throw it in a humidor or 25 and leave it. So and it's just easy to reach in and pick up, and if I'm have to sit through a meeting or something.
Right.
But it's not, and it's affordable. It's something I can smoke daily, and I don't feel bad sitting out here smoking a $25 cigar.
Right.
No kidding.
Have y'all who's that? What was that group with our cigar sleeve? Have y'all talked?
Stogie sleeve.
Stogie
no,
sleeve.
But I want to. You like it?
Love it.
Love it.
It is not what you think it is. I don't know if it's going to focus on it or not, but it's if you see it, it's just very soft, but it's not going to tear. Do you see inside the little, the fingers inside? So my first, when Glenn bought me one of these too. Thank you, Glenn. I thought it was going to tear the wrapper, right? Like cause you got to slide it in from the cap or you could, depends on, but they have, they're designed for a certain size gauge. And it really holds it very well, and it slides on really nice. This is a 60 and this is a 56, but it's not really wanting to go on there. This is a 56 sleeve, but it doesn't tear them at all, and those fingers really hold on to it. They really came up. And we had them on. We interviewed them, and they kind of told us the process, how they went through, and what they do, and how strong these magnets are. And I mean, you're not going to be able to mow and stick this thing to the side of your mower and keep mowing. It might stay depending on what size you got, but it's definitely, if you need to set it somewhere for a second, or if you're working on something. I was working in the shop the other day, and my studio is in my shop. It's another building inside my shop, and I would just come in here and grabbed it because I was smoking a cigar, and I just, if it's a short one, or depending on if it's a Churchill, I'll smoke on it with holding it in my mouth, but I don't like all that smoke coming up in my face, and so I'd stick it on my lawnmower, which was right beside where I was working, or anything metal. I thought I was going to be able to use it in my boat, but it's all aluminum, so that kind of sucks.
And Chris and Chris are great people.
Good.
Yep.
When I got mine, I thought maybe the magnet should have been a little stronger to me. So I told them, I said, maybe I got a defective one. They sent me another one. And then my little cigar place that I go to, Tobacco Road, I had the one that they reset me in the box still. And I give it to them, said maybe you guys might be interested in, ordering some for your business, and hooked them up with Chris. And the next day I'm getting a thing, and he'd sent me another one to replace the one I gave away. So cool, they are fantastic people.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of fun talking to them. They're out of Arizona? Is that where they are?
Yeah.
Arizona? Yeah.
Did we answer Steve's question about the characteristics on the cigar?
We started, but we curved. We started talking about Connecticut. So what do you look for in cigars?
I usually look to make, for me, size and ring gauge are usually my first thoughts. I know that I don't want to, every once in a while I like a Lancero or a Churchill, but the Robusto size, that 5.5 to 6 inch, length, and about a 45 to 50 ring gauge is perfect for what I'm looking for in a shop. And if I'm walking around, the wrapper, at that point, it's all right. Is there anything in here I haven't smoked? And if there is, how does it look? How does it feel? Is it veiny? Is it smooth? Is it crunchy?
Right.
Those are the things that I really look for when I'm shopping at a brick and mortar. Y'all were talking about Connecticut. I don't know that I've bashed a Connecticut in a while, unless the Ulysses Grant comes into Connecticut.
So you don't. I take it you don't like them.
I think Zach. What do we have on the podcast? You had it was the 2012 Oscar, right?
I had that last.
I'm kind of jealous he got to smoke it. It's somebody had asked me for a light bodied cigar, or actually they asked me for a flavored cigar. I don't. Those I'll bash all day long. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't mind having a Connecticut. I may now have one or two in my humidor that I'll go back and smoke. Those are my end of the day, or my morning coffee cigar, because it's not gonna go, oh, whoa, hey, where did that come from? But most of the cigars I do smoke are more of your Maduros and your darker leaf cigars. But no, I don't buy. I like Connecticut's. They're great. Like I said, they're great for in the morning.
I like, my go-to Connecticut is the Perdomo champagne, because it's very consistent every time, and I always keep at least 5. Yeah, at least keep 5 in the armory there, but I don't. It's like when I buy cigars, I don't. I always buy. It's like I'm buying medium to full, mostly full. Like they're dark cigars. That's what's catching my eye, and I'm like, and I go in there to find something else, and all my cigars are kind of the same build lately. Mexican San Andreas, all Nicaraguan fillers and binders. You know, it's like I want to change, but for some reason I'm not getting off of it, and that's why. Ordering online is different for me. When I go into a store, into a brick and mortar, it's like totally different. And I can't ever slow down. Like it overwhelms me, especially like RCI and Conroe is huge. And it's like, I just get overwhelmed. And you know, the people, they'll come around and help. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Cause they'll just kind of confuse me a little bit more. Like I have to wrap my mind around stuff. That's just the way I am. But I always go straight. And then when you walk by the League of Nine sitting there and you're looking at the, what do you call it? Bellicoso by Toll, and every one of them's got plume on it. And I just grabbed like 6 of them. I just stuck them in my basket. I was like, well, there's.
And then you wipe your mouth from the drool because you done like, drool all over half of them. Yeah.
And I love those sticks. They're not bad sticks, but then I kick myself. I'm like, man, I could have bought 2 of those and 4 more or something else and tried it. But I got some Foundation cigars this last time. And they didn't have all that I wanted, but I got to try some different cigars. But I do want to like go back to medium or light to mild to medium sticks or medium sticks and kind of go back there and see if I'll enjoy some of them a little bit better, because I'm just always going for that pow. You know, it's like it's like, so I don't know, but I shop band shop too. So it's
yeah, who doesn't? I think my palate has changed. I think you asked earlier, how long have you been smoking cigars? I think I picked up my first cigar in like 98. And it was a Dutch Master. We're not going to, you know,
at least you
got nothing to write home about. But yeah, I think about the crap I smoked for 2 or 3 years until, you know, I actually walked into a humidor and talked to somebody or in a cigar shop, you know, when I started really dating my wife, and got to know the guy that owned a cigar shop. He worked for Delta and decided, you know, at retirement, because he was a mechanic. So, you know what? I think I'm going to open a cigar shop. And getting to talk to him and the things that he had in the shop, I went from smoking, you know, our online retailer, big shop, you know, home, you know, their blended stuff, to picking up who makes the C4. I think it's Tatuai. I don't remember who makes the C4 in the TNT. Viaje. And then the Carlos Taranos and the Sungrowns, and broadening my palate to the point now where, you know, I've gone from smoking the lighter stuff to the medium, to the medium and the fulls. And, you know, even we had a podcast a couple of weeks ago or we recorded an episode a couple of weeks ago, and even I got done with that cigar and went, you know, I think I'm going to sit here for just another minute or two. Good, but I'm going to sit here for another minute or two. Because they will catch up on you every once in a while.
Right.
LFD Double Harold done that to me. Oh
yeah, that's one of my favorite cigars, but you got to eat something for that.
Cro-Magnon for the win.
It was M81 did that to me. It's like,
oh, no way.
Oh yeah,
really? And enjoyed LFDs. I smoked and enjoyed the Camacho triple Maduro. No, thank you.
Yes, sir.
No, thank you.
I've got some. I'm nervous about. And they're Robustos.
Don't be.
Them M81s were amazing.
I love them. I mean,
dude.
Don't.
No, I'm fixing to give you a cigar to try.
Now, Gibbs, if you like that memoir by Mark Twain.
I want that Oscar by Leaf.
The Penn Standard. That's Pennsylvania broadleaf. It's called The Beast from the East.
Cigar.
Yeah, made exclusively for Cigar Page, I believe. So that's a good stick.
Spark it up. Tell us how it is.
Yeah, I've seen them. I haven't had a chance to get one.
Who
now
had the red
get
meat?
the box press though. Get the box.
Hey.
I had a Meat Lovers a few days ago.
All right.
You're number one, and I mean that with the appropriate digit.
We all
That
think
was-
the same.
And it really lived up to his name. I'm not saying I was totally blown away with it, but it was kind of like almost like smoking a beef stick, you know, like a
Slim Jim.
Slim Jim. Yeah.
Never do it, Slim Jim.
Yeah,
I had to rephrase my words before Rob chimed in there.
Yeah, my friends over at Smoking Sounds. I don't know if you've seen they're a
Yes.
complete audio podcast. They actually sent me a Red Meat Lovers Porterhouse,
Oh, cool.
and I enjoyed it. It was on a podcast that we previously did. And Andy didn't get to have a Red Meat Lovers yet, but our friend Penny did
why?
send us one, so we'll do one.
Why didn't you get to smoke a Red Meat Lovers? Because I sent you mine. Because he's complaining. I want one of these so bad.
Well, exactly. Then I ended up with like two at the same time, and I was like, "How did this happen?"
Jerky McJerk face.
What mic are you using, Gibbs? Because it sounds really good.
It is a internet special, definitely made in China. It's called a FIFI, something like this.
FI phone.
Yeah,
that's it. FIFO foam. Just go search for that anywhere. But it's a FIFE. It's been a pretty good mic. I've enjoyed it.
And it's like way off from you.
Yeah, it's probably a good 2 feet.
It sounds great. Is it USB or what?
It's either you could do USB-C or you can do it escapes me right now. I could tell you any other day. You could plug it into a mixer, which is
like XLR.
XLR. There you go. Thank you. That's it. You could do either.
That's cool.
And they're not that expensive either.
I know.
Honestly,
I need
they're about $60.
How much?
$60.
That's not bad for a good mic. Because it has a good. Did you adjust it at all? Or that's just the way it sounds?
I actually have it turned down because usually we have. Yeah, there you go. Camacho triple Maduro right there.
Yep.
I do have it turned down a little bit because usually I'm doing with another guy on the back porch. So I have it cut down a little bit so it didn't pick up him as bad. But
you didn't have to adjust any of the settings, the bass or any of that stuff, because it just sounds good. Like I mean, to me, it sounds like my mic does in my ear.
You're gonna make me blush. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I have been impressed with it.
We are nerds, man.
There's our buddy,
those guys,
Geek.
right?
Yeah, Master Geek over at Vincent and his group. They're good guys. You should check them out. They're on YouTube.
Yeah, they're a bunch of nerds too.
They are a bunch of nerds.
I'm waiting for you to get into that first inch of that cigar there, Glenn. I want you to tell me how it makes you feel.
Taste.
What did you smoke first?
It's a Robusto, right, Glenn, that you're smoking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to smoke the in the triple Maduro, you got to smoke the 660. It's like I
would think that's pretty.
It's a must.
That's a beat.
So is there a cigar brand or cigar that y'all have been searching for or kind of wanting to try and just haven't got a chance to get it?
The Basin.
Woo! Oh, the Basin now.
I mean, the Basin one,
The Basin, yeah. I've been looking for it since I heard it was coming back out.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Andy's looking for the Red Meat Lovers. He's been
I've got one in the humidor at the moment.
Oh.
I'm waiting. I think are we gonna do a show with that?
Yeah, we're gonna do a show with that one.
Is that why it's in my penny humidor?
That's it.
But yeah, I'd like to have a meat lover for myself. Thank you very much.
Stout. And for me, it was
yes,
it was the Roma.
Is.
Finally got the Roma.
You're not quite lit good. I didn't know if you saw it up top.
So, anyways, earlier before my screen was cutting off and I couldn't hear when I came back on, when y'all were talking about the Romacraft, it's like the main Romacraft is actually like 14 or 15 miles from where I am. I just haven't made it there because they're only open Monday through Friday, and so it's like I work Monday through Friday.
Take a day off.
I gotta take.
Go.
I can just call in. Just call in. And
Yeah,
go.
call in. It's worth
Take
it.
your laptop. I'm sure they have Wi-Fi.
Call in, Michael.
But
who's had the Camacho?
What are you gonna? You need to go see them and hit them up for us, Crispin.
Should I know some of the lounges around here actually carry theirs. I just, there's so many, and I usually just get one of each one that I'm trying to try, and if I see so many of them, I'll wait. It's like there's a few, Padrones and stuff like that, and that I haven't even tried, or like Macanudos. I haven't really tried any of theirs because it's like they're there. I can see those in the Olivas. So, and
This
I
one
like
punched me in the face.
You interrupted Crispin. You interrupted Crispin.
Sorry, Chris. Sorry,
Crispin.
sorry.
When you get to go to Romacraft, I want you to march in there, look Michael directly in the eyes, and said, "Get more in Georgia." I have to drive another hour just to get a Romacraft. I'm gonna be pissed to get. Well, now I'm not because I know what I'm going for, but I can't get them here.
You have Penny. Hush.
Yeah, Penny is my hookup. You and Penny and you guys out in Louisiana because you can actually get them.
Crispin, just grab me a hat, and I'll send you an address. I just want a hat.
Oh my gosh!
Is it good, or is it just strong? You should inhale it.
That's one of my favorites. That triple Maduro. It's
no, it's not. Shut up, Maddie.
Yes, it is. It is. You're gonna have to drive him home now, Randy.
I already had to. Anyway, that was the plan. He rode his bike over here. I said, "I'll take you home." That whole mile down the road.
I know this is tough. This is tough.
Like,
not
explain it.
Not like beat you up, but
let's do a retro. Let's see what it tastes like on the retro.
You're gonna see him turn as green as Maddie's background.
Oh, you inhaled it? Why did you inhale it? We don't inhale cigars, kids.
That's right. That's how you die.
And you don't die.
I said retro.
It
Hell, not
tastes-
inhale.
it tastes.
It tastes like tobacco.
No,
It's like a beating, doesn't it? Hi, and welcome to Clinton Gets His Butt Kicked on the next.
Does it make
Cigar
your
Show.
sound? Does it make people sound different to you?
No, I don't think so.
See, I thought this was infused.
No.
No.
You get some sweet to it though, or what?
It's infused with hate and punishment.
I smell more cream coming out.
Oh, here we go. You're trying to get me to smoke one.
No, I'm just saying I smell cream out.
Yeah. Do y'all have that issue? Like that isn't it? So there are cigars. Most cigars, when I'm smoking it, I cannot smell that cigar like other people smell it. You know, like if somebody else lights up a cigar, you smell that cigar differently. But there are a few cigars that I've lit up here and there that were like, I get the aroma of the cigar and I get the flavors of it. So is that what you're saying that one's doing? I don't smell it yet over here.
You don't know.
Really good. It's
the
really
aromatic.
good.
I'm not smoking one tonight.
That's why we let Zach do all the tasting notes.
Oh, wait. I just crapped myself.
There's no jug at your feet for that.
I was about to say that bottle's getting filled with something different tonight.
Yeah.
It's actually good. But it's tough.
I've been wanting to light this bad boy up all night. Just kidding.
Knock
Was that an
yourself out.
acid?
That's a
Yes,
Cuba Cuba.
It's a Cuba Cuba.
You went
My
to
first-
Zach.
My first
yardstick?
acid.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a yardstick. Is that Zach's kind of?
No. I was saying, did we get Zach's yardstick? Did he get to say? Did you say yours, Zach? I didn't catch it.
Oh, it's probably the factory smoke. Although I'm out of them right now, I probably would pick Oliva O or something like that, just because I have them on hand. I tend to end up with a handful of Olivas because they usually have like a great deal on a sample pack somewhere, and
Costco has a really great deal on
We
the
don't have
5-pack
Costco.
for.
I hope that's
Well,
strong.
if you could find a Costco, $20 for a 5-pack of Olivas.
Yeah.
So Gibbs, go to Costco. Send Zach.
Okay, I'll pick
Some
up a
Olivas.
couple. Yeah, because I mean that's a great deal because it's the V, the O, the
What are you
one that doesn't have a
smoking?
letter. And they're good.
I got a
G's in there too.
Yeah.
It
That's
better
gonna
not be
good.
infused.
No, it's not. It's a
Randy, what'd you pick up?
Mi Quieta Black Papasaka.
Yeah, that ain't infused.
Joe Caro Taco Bell. What?
I have
Mi
a
Quieta,
that I wanted to smoke.
Mi Querida, maybe.
Querida.
Papasaka.
If I ate
You know,
a
That's all you
steak,
got to say.
You're
I
saying
ate a
it weird.
steak.
I can't even think about how to say it properly.
Querida.
M-I, and then it's
Mi quiera.
Quuerida. Mi Quieta.
Like I
That's what
want
it said.
in Spanish.
Oh, Mi Quieta.
If
Taco
I
Bell.
ate a steak, a good medium steak, and smoked this afterwards, this would be.
Yeah.
But
Choice.
I thought Camacho was stinking infused.
No.
No.
They're infused with scorpions.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Remember Smokey on Friday? Just like
Bad decisions. Hot dog water and spice. That's what's in those cigars.
Dang. Look at this ash.
No, that's when that's
This
just in the
ash
Cuba
is
Cuba.
tight.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Cigars.
Yeah.
My gosh.
How you feeling? We'll get about halfway through it and see. Don't forget.
Well, the best description of a triple Maduro I've ever heard was by our buddy Grim. The first time he smoked one, and it was hilarious because he was actually on the podcast and he was leaning back in his chair, as you know, he was relaxed at that point. And we asked him what the experience was, and he was like, and it was like he described it as an ox tongue licking the side of his face because it was just so heavy and good. I was like, ox tongues are good. Is this a thing now? I have to try. But
so the
yeah,
question is,
description.
why did you give this to me?
Because I wanted you to be my guinea pig. We were talking about. I told you I'm a little nervous about those.
You talk about nervous.
Triple Maduro.
It's strong, but to me, it's not as bad as the Cohiba Black. That just
I haven't had one of
I
those.
couldn't
yet.
even hardly finish it. I finished it, but it was tough.
I love the Cohiba.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about getting ox tongue or whatever the one of the, and it was a Connecticut, but the first cigar that I had the best experience in my earliest journey was a dadgum what is it? It has the different flip, the pencil. Yeah, it's the Island Gym, Connecticut.
Oh, freaking amazing.
And that one was this was last summer. I know where I was last summer. I was in my swimming pool. Everything, it was dark outside. It was like 9 o'clock at night. And I'd sit there and smoke that
Sounds
thing
like the beginning
to
of
the
Grease.
nub. Like that was the first one I really enjoyed that far. And it was like, I got out of the pool because I started feeling a little funny. I tried off. And this is a Connecticut. And I sit down on the steps and I finished that sucker off because it was just so good. And I walked up to my wife and see my wife had picked that cigar out for me because of the band. I shopped or whatever, band shopped it. And when I finally smoked it, I got upstairs and I told my wife, I said, I'm not sure if this is not infused with something, I'm brand new. I'm like, something this cigar made, like I feel like not sick, not high, but just like good, like really good.
And you know,
and I've been chasing it ever since.
You know, that video on TikTok that you made of it, that was one of the first few videos that I saw of you before we actually started talking to each other.
Oh, okay. You know, and I ended up buying a box of those things. I've got about 5 or 6 left.
Look at Andy.
Oh yeah. How long you been smoking a pipe?
Yeah.
So
forever.
Funny. You asked how long we've been smoking cigars, and Gibbs will tell you I've been smoking since in utero. When my grandfather passed away, I inherited all of his cigars, or all of his pipes. I don't have the only new pipe I think I have is a corncob pipe, and that's because a buddy handed it to me, and for lack of anything else better to smoke. So I've been smoking a pipe probably 10 years off and on, and I don't think I've yet managed to magically pack a pipe right. It's just
still trying to work on it.
Have you guys ever took a pipe when your cigar is burning so good and you want to? Have you ever stuck it in the pipe and finished it?
Oh yeah, because mine don't get that far. I mean, I got a cigar pick for that.
I mean, I've smoked a cigar down completely to where there's nothing left of it.
Yeah, that's why these come in handy right there.
Yeah,
I didn't have 3 fans going on here. I'd be using a normal lighter.
There you go. That works.
Yeah, that's what we use. The corn cob holders.
Hey.
Now, was that a Viking pick you just had?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, it's some that it's actually funny. My mom picked up for me at a craft fair. It's called a Creation, and Andy has a really good one. Yeah, his is from Cigar Dagger.
I've seen theirs. Yes.
Yeah,
those Viking picks are pretty neat.
They are. I like the ones that look like cigars and they have the twisted, twisted picks. Yeah, those are really cool. I like those.
I hope you're enjoying your cigar.
This one's pretty nice. It's rolled very tight, but
so who's out there ready to call in and numbers scrolling across the bottom of the screen?
Not my sister.
God, don't let it be Vince.
Oh man, that'd be fun.
Call in, Vince.
But we've been on their show a couple of times. They're fun people.
Yep.
Yep.
National Geek. Yeah, they're good. They're good guys. We like hanging out with them.
So when I usually smoke a cigar, it's usually one off. There's only been seldom times that I have like a second or a third of the same cigar because I want to try so many. Mm-hmm. I've only started since June 10th of last year, and that was my birthday. So my birthday's coming up, and so my first cigar. Yeah, 21 again. It's like my first cigar was a Fat Bottom Betty, and then my second one was an Oliva B. But so I'm planning on hopefully getting some pretty cool ones this weekend somehow. But I like, the thing about like reviewing a first cigar is of course you want to taste it and do all your, checking it out and seeing if you like it. But has there been one that you like your first one you're trying to like review or check it out, and next thing you know, you're just enjoying that cigar so much that you forget everything else? Because I've smoked one that I think it was an Osak. It's pretty much a Mexican San Andreas, and it was just so good that I totally forgot I was supposed to be doing a review on it, and I was just enjoying it sitting outside, and I just forget about everything else.
What is your favorite cigar that you have? Like, what is your favorite one that gave you the best experience, Crespin?
The Plasencia Cosecha 146. I smoked that.
A lot of good things about Plasencia.
That was the first cigar I smoked in a lounge, and I was like, well, this one's about to be discontinued. Let me go ahead and grab one. And when I lit that up, I was in awe. And so I grabbed as many as I could find at the time. I've seen CI in San Antonio had a few boxes of them, but I haven't grabbed any. But I have a few left, so they're more of a sparingly kind of holding them off for a while. If I see some more and I have the funds for them, I'll probably pick a couple more just to say I have them still for next year or something.
So for the leaf cutters, what's one cigar you've had in your humidor for a really long time that you're just waiting for that special time to smoke it?
Zach got a Davidoff.
Yeah, I held on to a Davidoff Millennium for a really long time, and it did not disappoint. It was a great cigar.
I've got a AVO 75ths that I bought 2 boxes 13 years ago, and I only smoke one a year.
Wow.
I bought 2 boxes because it came in boxes of 10 when my oldest was born, and so I smoke one a year, and when he turns 18 we'll be able to share one if he wants.
That's cool. Yeah,
that's special. Yeah.
You talk about forgetting what you're doing when you're smoking a cigar. That's the one that I will sit out here with a glass of bourbon or whatever and just kind of zone and enjoy and remember why I got it and make fun of my kid while he's out here playing.
What about you, Gibbs?
Yeah. I can't age them long enough. I smoke
Me
them.
neither. Huh?
It's hard, isn't it?
Yep.
I've got a Sin Compromiso in there that I just don't want to touch. I always want to go after it, and that's one that, and it's aging well. I looked at it the other day, and the wrapper's getting nice. The cello's turning that nice color. Yeah. I'm just like, man, it'd be so good right now. I just hope I don't wait too long. One of those things.
I have a Gurkha Berserker, and the reason I haven't smoked that is because it didn't taste very good. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a Gurkha?
Yeah. Because when I first bought them, they tasted real good. And then it just, I don't know, maybe it's my palate changed when I started smoking more quality cigars. But yeah, it just sits there. I'm waiting for somebody to come over to the house and visit one day and want to smoke a cigar, and that's what they'll get.
Tom, how long?
I aged this one for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Tom, I know I've asked you this before, but you like big ring gauge cigars. I'm not even making fun of it. Yeah. What is it to you that what draws you to the big rings? Just because it's a longer smoke for the cost? Is there a price point? Or
I mean, it's purple tunnel. Yeah. Expensive. The asylums.
Tell the truth, Tom.
What?
Tell the truth why you smoke the big rings.
I said no fun.
Because
yeah, that does make sense.
Y'all have teeth, right? And you don't realize that that's over an inch of extra space that when you're grabbing onto a cigar, like your jaw extends. I don't have that. So a 60 ring gauge feels like a 50 ring and so on and so forth. So when I smoke an 80, that one's a little awkward, but otherwise I like them. I just like the flavor. I like how long they last. I like the experience that I get out of it. I mean, it's kind of it's just a nice smoke. I mean, and besides, you get looked at funny, and it really entertains the shit out of
you. Hey, Tom.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you? I know Asylum's got one. Maybe you can look it up, but try the. They've got a lockjaw sampler.
I literally, and that's what I was smoking tonight.
That's I tried that. Yeah. That would work.
Look at that.
I say that poking it. I say that poking at Tom a little bit, but with the no teeth, it just makes absolute sense. It just, it makes more sense than anything.
Gibbs, when we do the Asylum 9, let's take our teeth out.
when you do the April Fool's, hey, you let me know when you're doing it. I'll pick one up. I already got another friend, my friend Tom, who's a cigar man, who that's all he smokes. He's a big stick smoker.
Is his the same reason, or is he just likes the big sticks?
No, he just likes the big sticks. Not many people have the misfortune of having all their teeth taken out in 2006. So, and I've been without teeth since. So,
I mean,
but I love barbecue. I love fried chicken. So just understand that.
You think that a lot of those sticks, some of them, like the Woody or whatever, what is that, 100?
The Woody is a 90 by 10, I think.
Jesus.
Or no,
Yeah,
the Woody is a 90 by 21.
Yes.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yes, I
It's
want to
huge.
smoke that. Yes, I want to smoke it.
But like,
Yeah.
those cigars are designed, like, I guess you would say, as a novelty, but there are people that really like those cigars.
Yeah.
And
It's
case in point.
It's a whole day cigar.
Now, Tom, how big was that
example of
JFR that you smoked the other day? That lunatic.
That the
Yeah, it's a big one.
lunatic, the visionary. It was a 660.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
660.
I thought you had a bigger one. Yeah.
No, I smoked the Pandemonium the other night, and that was
There you go. That's the one I'm talking about.
Had
that was a 70 by 8.5.
Hey, y'all look at Glenn. Are you
He's
okay, buddy?
relaxed.
Yeah, right,
Are
buddy.
you okay?
He's
Look at
sunk down
those
in his
eyes,
chair.
man.
He's all relaxed. He's all like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
Show, and then I got high.
But going to the novelty cigars, don't knock them till you try them, because I recently, well, it wasn't recent, it was a couple months ago now. I had the egg,
I knew
the
you
Drew
were gonna
Estates
say-
egg.
Yes.
It was a good cigar.
Yeah, it's just an awkward smoke, but it's a good cigar.
Yeah, it's an awkward smoke, but it was a really good cigar. I enjoyed it, and I got a lot of likes on the picture that I had because it looked like I was smoking an egg, but it was a good cigar. So yeah, don't knock them, try them.
Yeah, and I again, I've been smoking since I started smoking the big sticks, which was I think it was like 3 months after I started smoking. I picked up a lunatic. What was it, 770? And I was like, and it cost me $6. I was like, bro, this is great. I get all this stick. I can sit here and smoke forever, and and I can enjoy it, and I don't have to think about it, and it's not costing me a fortune. And
Here's your trivia question.
Go ahead.
Trivia question for the night. Do you know what JFR stands for?
No.
Just for retail.
Just for
What?
retail. That makes sense.
Aganors makes it. It's just they only sell those in their retail stores. Generally don't find them online.
Huh.
See, I remember something from that thing we went to, Zach.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember. I remember having one, but I don't remember, or I didn't remember. After you said it, I did. But,
Hey, Randy.
The two brain cells and everything
Randy,
started working.
you better keep watching on Glenn, because then you're going to have to carry him to the truck and take him home, and you're going to have to tuck him in bed.
I just gave him some
But he'll be
grapes,
smiling
and
the
I've-
whole time.
and I've got some cookies in here I just offered him. So he ate all the
He did-
grapes. So
He needs no melatonin tonight.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
little dark chocolate, maybe a little sugar.
is it getting any I have some in here, but I can't find it. I don't know. Did you eat all my chocolate? I don't know what I did with it. I have a whole little bag of the little dark
Not
chocolate
anymore.
bars. I know, right? That's what Clint had to eat that, and he started eating on them that one night. It was crazy. That's when we had that bad storm here.
Oh,
was crazy.
when everybody was there.
Mm-hmm. No, not when Rob was here. Wait,
Yes.
it was Rob
here.
here because that's
Yep.
when Clint came up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a little bit of we had 4 in studio. Is that a party foul?
That's not a party foul. I held on to it.
Is it burning you about that? Okay, it didn't ask you. Okay. He dropped it in his lap.
That's one way to ask it.
You're not still inhaling it, right?
I am.
Don't inhale it. Are you inhaling it, really?
I'm
No,
inhaling.
you're not.
That's how
every
you die.
part of it.
No, he's not.
He's forgetting.
Uh,
Cardamom?
all right,
Here,
got
cardamom?
my second breath. I'm ready to go. Let's start another podcast. Brand new.
Well, about 20 minutes, he's going to be like,
brand new.
I don't understand. I can't catch my breath. I don't get it. What's going on, guys?
You know, we were talking to what's his name? Corey. Is it Corey Putnam?
Fuck!
You did it again.
Corey Putnam. Did you inhale it again?
No, he dropped
Why?
it.
Oh, you dropped it. I need to get a fire extinguisher in here.
Yes, you do.
It's not burning the carpet,
Not
right?
No, no.
He's not handing that boy that kind of
Oh.
firepower.
I think he's just trying to find a reason to quit smoking it because it's too much for him.
Drink. He doesn't want to stop. Drink some of that water. Here, eat some of these cookies.
You probably can't find it. You might need to
Eat some
help
of
him.
them cookies. You'd be all right. Just start chomping on them cookies. That's why I didn't want to try it first.
Bro,
I got a story.
And I was like, why did I do this again?
I have a funny story. So
Again, that's
the was it the H. Upman?
AJ Fernandez.
That was
Yeah.
the one that he mailed me 3 of them.
Yeah. Is it the bank? The banker's green, right?
Yeah.
This one was blue. This is a
This is
blue.
the AJ Fernandez.
So
AJ Fernandez.
he is smoking this at work, and he came home from work, and he's general manager of a resort here, and so they do all kinds of stuff outside, and he's smoking outside, probably riding on the tractor or whatever, and he starts feeling funny. He's riding his bike home and gets home. He's like really like almost like you ate mushrooms or something, right? Like you were just
no. Wait,
you tell your side, and I'm gonna tell the
So-
truth.
it was no. It was raining, and I was sitting on back, in the back of the shop,
Eat that
know,
cookie.
smoking my cigar, and it was like, that day we threw out copper sulfate.
What? Don't say that part yet.
Oh,
He come home anyway. The gist of it is, I'm gonna shorten you. Don't do like Maddie. He comes home and he's like feeling really weird. His brain is all like jacked up, like he doesn't know what's going on. So he says that cigar messed him up. So he gives me one of them, sends the rest of them to Tom. About a week goes by or something. He figures out and remembers he was spreading fertilizer that day, and he must have got it on his hands, that copper sulfite.
Mhm.
And when he was smoking, it was on that cigar. Smoking that cigar with that fertilizer on it, and that kind of jacked him up for a little while.
Real good.
We checked out. It wasn't enough to be toxic for him, but it was enough to mess
Oh, it
him
was
up.
wild. It was wild.
I'm never smoking these again.
That's what he said.
No,
Because we were on Discord, weren't we?
I mailed them all. I was like, yeah, you can have them.
The first thing I did was
Done.
pick one up. I'm like, bro, this is gonna give me a buzz. Let's go. Nope, I don't feel nothing. All right.
And I had that one too, and I liked it.
Oh, it's a good cigar.
Glad you enjoyed it, brother.
Well, I
Go
guess
to know that you got high up.
I'm telling you, it was bad. It was. I was trying to tell Randy, you were dreaming. At the same time, I was on TikTok, scrolling, watching TikToks vividly, and at the same time, dreaming in my head. I was probably like this close to being alive. But I'm like, oh, here's TikTok.
Well, he made about a third through that cigar, so I don't know if I'm gonna. Are you still trying to smoke?
Oh,
Don't
heck
inhale.
yeah.
Don't inhale it though.
You're the bully.
I didn't. I said don't inhale it. Why did you inhale it?
You're the bully. That's funny.
I am the experimental monkey. Wait. Andy, Gibbs,
Yeah.
Zach. Who's the experimental monkey?
In your group,
I think it's me.
Gibbs.
It's probably them.
Okay.
Who bullied y'all into doing something, or who's that guy that talks y'all into doing it?
It really isn't talking into it. It's like, okay. It's just the mentality. It's like, hey, it's something new. Let's do it.
Do you like spicy foods, Glenn? I've got a little what do you call it? Nitro gummy or whatever it is, and the little red bear, the hottest gummy. It's just been sitting in there, and I'm waiting for somebody to be in house.
Do it, Glenn. Let's close it out with the gummy. Let's close it out with the gummy, Glenn. Close it out with the gummy. Let's go.
Once Randy cuts this off, then I'll tell you what I think.
Hey, I guess it is getting kind of about that time. Anybody got anything they want to say?
Hey, thank guys for coming through, man. I really
Hey,
very cool. Very cool.
And don't be strangers, guys.
Yeah, we got to do this again.
On TikTok. I'm there.
Yeah, so if y'all haven't check us out, be sure and subscribe and like. Be sure and subscribe and like to Leaf Cutters. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's been a blast. Hopefully, yes, we should do this again. So thank you again.
Yeah, y'all go.
We'll try to drag other guys along.
Oh yeah,
we need to get on here.
Definitely was a blast. All right, guys. Peace out. Go ahead.
Go on your live.
Yeah,
YouTube.
I was gonna say that too.
And then we're not as family friendly, I'm sure.
Right, you're always welcome to be not family friendly on our show.
Yeah, you're welcome to not be family friendly on ours. So if you want to come on over,
give us like we don't care.
Said it was a pleasure to see Leaf Cutter on here. I'm happy that I got to know them a little bit more through this podcast. We love you too, Clint.
Thank you for coming through.
All right, without further ado, we'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Love one another.